Welcome to Exhausted Reviews. My name is EddieX, and this is my video series where I drive, experience, and review enthusiast cars. And it doesn't get much more enthusiast than a car like this, a Morgan. Just look at it. You have to be a proper enthusiast to own a car like this. Today, I am at Auto Europe in Birmingham, Michigan, the official Morgan dealer of Detroit, and I get to experience this Morgan Plus 4. So the Plus 4 has been around for a very long time. And I think one of the coolest, most charming aspects of it is it looks essentially the same. Now, this is the latest version, so it has a lot of modern features to it. And today we're going to get up close and see what it's like. In terms of the powertrain, the Plus 4 FOUR now features a BMW sourced 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, the B48, making 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque if you have the ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, in America, we only get the ZF8. You can't have it with the manual transmission, but for example, in the UK, you could order this with the manual. It does make a little bit less torque. This car is still about simplicity and the driving experience. I mean, just take a look at it. Curb weight, 2,200-ish pounds with 255 horsepower out of a boosted 4-cylinder, a modern 8-speed automatic transmission, of course, rear-wheel drive, and simplicity. This one doesn't have the roof on it right now. It's going to be quite a lot of fun. Now, Morgan has a very interesting perception because I feel like most people, even enthusiasts, probably do not know that much about them. If they do know a little bit about it, maybe it's from watching Top Gear when we were younger or something with the Aero Super Sports, those crazy, crazy looking cars. But this one, a lot of times, I used to actually say it's like, it's a Morgan. It must be made of wood, right, in a shed somewhere. Well, not anymore. This is like coach building still, but drastically modernized. Underneath, the Plus 4 actually has an aluminum structure, so it's stiffer, lighter, stronger, but they still have concessions to the charm and the history with little pieces of wood and little cues and just unique quirks. I mean, just look at those wire wheels. They're tiny. They're 15-inch wheels, but then we have modernized headlights. The interior does have some creature comforts, and then we have 3 windshield wipers, right? This is going to be quite a lot of fun, but before I take it for a drive, I'm going to grab Nathan from Auto Europe because he knows so much about these cars, and we're going to go on a tour and show you guys some things that you probably do not know about the Plus 4. All right, we've got Nathan from Auto Europe here. Let's go nerd out over the Morgan.
Absolutely. So we're actually blessed to have 2 here with us today. So we have our 2024 Morgan Plus 4, chassis number 9. That's right, the 9th one in the United States. And then we have chassis number 59, which is a 2025, just landed actually a couple weeks ago, and it is a sold vehicle for one of our clients down in Cincinnati, and he was able to let us do a review today with Eddie. So I'm super psyched about it. Now, the cool thing about these cars that we have is one's a 2024, one's a 2025. They look almost exactly the same, but they're actually spec'd a little bit different. Down here, we went with the standard option for our demo vehicle, which is what Eddie's going to be driving and taking you guys a ride along for. But we have the painted in black for the cowl. My customer here did body color, which is a very nice little touch with it. He also optioned the driving lights, which if you take them off.
That's cool.
So
there's actually a little parcel shelf back here with like lighting.
There is, yeah. So this is actually the side curtain bag, which is pretty cool. So if you open that up, you remove them, you can stick them right in the side, which they clip in. Right here, you remove this part, they slide right in. You get little sliders, so it looks just like this actually. Inside you have a little window, so you can slide them back and forth. You can put the top down and have the sliders and the doors on. You can run it open cockpit, as I like to say, just like this, or full closed cockpit, just like this as well.
How long does it take to put the roof up and down?
It's a couple minutes. When you get experienced mounts like myself, I'd say 2. If you're
You can do it
pretty
in
good.
2 minutes?
I can do roughly in about
All right,
2 minutes.
I think we're going to have to demo that when I time you. Once we're done doing the
For sure.
walk-around tour, because
For
I want to
sure.
see putting it up and down just myself to experience, because that's part of the charm of something like this.
For sure, no.
But
absolutely.
spec-wise, so what color is this?
This is going to be sport green. So Morgan Sport Green was a standard color at the time. This is going to be Morgan Sport Ivory. So you got a nice little flat cream color, and you get the flat green as well. Now, the other cool color that was one of my favorites that you can do just in general, you can go paint a sample.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I have customers painting Porsche Nougat Brown Corvette colors to match their current Corvettes that they have to add to their collection. One of the best parts about Morgan is just the customization. It's an open book.
It's like modern day coach work, right?
It is modern day coach work, but the people that's involved, the trim people have been there for 30 years.
Yeah.
The people that you know, back in the day, much like our 60s version over here, right? If you think about it, some of the people, the body men that were there, they were around.
They're
when
still
that
working
was,
there.
Yeah, they've been there for 40 years. And it's a multi-generational kind of business, right? The mom starts in the trim shop and then the daughter gets in, you know, the father, the whole 9 yards. So it's really a giant family atmosphere. The cool part is our actual factory build showed up. They give you a coffee table book that you can order, and I'll show you that.
Ooh, yeah.
And it has signatures from everyone that touched the car.
Oh, that's cool.
Sometimes personal messages as well.
That's really cool.
Where else do you get that, though?
Yeah,
Where
you
do
have,
get that? You have to go to Ferrari. You have to go to...
not even Ferrari. You're going to Pagani.
Yeah.
Koenigsegg, like the hypercars, like
Exactly,
$1 million cars.
exactly.
That is really cool. But I want to take a second to check this thing out because, I mean, if you are far away or squinting or something like that, it looks the same,
Yeah.
which I think is part of the charm, right? You can
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
the lack of evolution, but that's part of the cool thing. People say 911s all look the same,
Yeah.
right? Like 911s haven't changed much. Morgan says, hold my coffee,
Oh,
right? Like,
exactly. Hold my tea.
Hold my tea, yes, with pinky up. I love that this has like essentially a belt strap.
And you can order a belt strap.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
No
you can
way.
order it. It just comes as an accessory item. Same thing with custom bags as well.
Yeah?
We can do leather bags. We can do hard shell bags. So like on the back of our car that you're going to be driving, Eddie, you
Yes.
can see the luggage rack over there, which is actually pretty cool. So the cool part, too, if we take our side screen bag, now we ordered luggage for our car. It's coming in at the moment.
Oh, it's even embroidered with the Morgan
But it's
logo. That's
embroidered
cool.
there,
Yep.
and it matches the top.
Yes.
So the top is the same color, this cover is the same color, and this is the same color, and the side screens are the same color.
Okay.
Now you can put it down, and then you can also get leather straps from Morgan as well, and you can strap it down.
Woohoo.
So then if you're, you know, had the top down,
Yeah.
maybe head up to Traverse City,
Yeah.
run into a little bit of weather, undo it real quick,
Yeah.
put the top up, put them down. This goes behind the seats, and then you're all good, ready to rock and roll. But this is still waterproof, so it's okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
This is all mohair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mohair. The top's mohair. This is mohair. This is mohair.
I'm not classy enough to know what mohair is.
Oh, it's a very, very, very well-known brand, waterproof kind of tops, but it's got that nice feel to it.
Oh, cool.
As well.
Yeah, I
which
thought it
you
was just
can-
like some sort of canvas.
Yeah,
Dude, that's like carpeting on the back down there. That's cool.
correct.
All
Yeah.
right. So back here, this one's got the rack. You can also, there's the one in the showroom that's just flat.
Correct.
And then you can add the fifth wheel
And then you can put a fifth wheel with a rack
on top of it.
on top of it.
Ooh. These are also the aluminum wheels,
Correct. These are the aluminum wheels.
and those are the wire wheels. So there's
Correct.
a slight difference there too.
Correct. And we did the custom paint job. You can order them out of the factory in different colors, black, polished silver. We went with blue to kind of match our interior.
Yes. These are actually dark blue wire wheels, proper wire wheels. That's cool. Imagine trying to detail those. That looks like a slight
My
nightmare.
detailer's nightmare. I'll tell you
Yes,
that right now.
absolutely. You were mentioning something about, because there's a dynamic handling pack available for these now.
Correct.
And not ordering with the wire wheels. Can you talk about that?
Correct. So what we always like to do in our side of the dealership is we like to educate our customers. That's number one, customer focused, the whole 9 yards. Our experience is if you get the dynamic handling package, which is with Nitron, as you know, very similar to proper suspension, but wire wheels are already pretty stiff. You have an aluminum bonded chassis, that's also pretty stiff. You put on a stiffer suspension, you're gonna feel it quite a bit. So we always tell our customers, if you're gonna go and you gotta have the classic wire wheels, we'll get you the standard suspension that comes with the car.
Okay.
If you want and you gotta have that rally suspension, that Nitron pack, that dynamic handling, the whole 9 yards, then we'll go with something more like this,
Okay, gotcha.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then usually people do that if they want the full look, then we go ahead and obviously we do the lights.
Yeah, the lights are cool. The level of customizability is really cool. I also love the 4 painted in the front grille.
And you can get any number 0 through 9.
Really?
Which is pretty cool.
That is really cool. 4 makes sense because plus 4, you
Plus
know,
4.
right? Yeah, I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do. Can we pop the bonnet? Take a look underneath.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. So to move those, you just take your hand, push down, pull up,
whoa.
take the little prop rod and you
Yeah.
prop it up. But yeah, so this is that wonderful BMW engine. Now this is the part that you were kind of alluding to. We always play back to the past, right? And that's the great thing about Morgan. It's evolved as a company, the whole 9 yards coach building, but we still play to our roots. And if you look right here, it's painted.
That's still wood.
Correct.
So wood is no longer structural. It actually never properly was structural, was it? Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
But
If
they
you-
still have it,
Correct.
which is cool. And your dad was just showing me when you guys went to the dealer, or the factory. They have these molds, because aluminum, modern day aluminum structures, right, for the chassis are very tight tolerances, very well made, and they have these molds where they make the wood essentially molded to the shape of the chassis so it fits on like a frame type of thing.
Correct.
That's cool. We have a little plaque here that it's a replica motor vehicle and it's exempt from the following federal motor vehicle safety, all these things, right? So essentially what this car is under is they can bring in up to 325 because it's a replica car of something that's at least 25 years old. The manufacturer has to build under 5,000 a year, and it has to use a modern powertrain that's EPA compliant. But that's how you can actually have this thing. You don't need to do that weird like puzzle piece assembly of buying the car and the engine separately.
Correct.
You can order it from the Morgan dealer.
Yeah.
And it will show up like this as you configure it, and there are going to be fewer than 325 in America, right?
Correct. And the cool part is when they used to come in the earlier versions, the 2018, 2019s, they'd come in as rolling chassis. My master Morgan tech, who's actually Bay, is right behind us. He would go take the engine and trans, assemble it. We would then test it, apply for title, the whole 9 yards. These are coming over on MSOs.
Oh, yeah. So it's a dealer new car.
Dealer new car warranty. You can get an extended factory warranty, 4 years, 48,000 miles, or 3 years, 36 as standard.
Yes. That's
so much, even though, a lot of my clients aren't going to drive 36,000 miles.
I respect any person who puts 36,000 miles in 3 years on this car.
Correct.
Respect,
it's like putting 10K on an Aventador.
That's so cool. So this one's got the top up. You kind of got to build it. We are going to do that. You know what else has 3 windshield wipers? I'm going to quiz you right now. What current production car has 3 windshield wipers?
3 windshield wipers.
Yep, there's another car.
Another car.
Calling a car is unfair. Truck. SUV.
Truck.
It weighs approximately, literally 5 times as much as this. 4 times.
EV Hummer.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got 3 little windshield wipers.
I sat there and pondered about it for a minute, but then I heard almost 5 times.
Yeah, exactly. There aren't many cars, right? Yeah. The Hummer has 3. But obviously, that's literally the polar opposite end of the spectrum. We have updated headlights, and the cool thing is this headlight operates as the turn signal and the headlight too.
Correct.
What else? What are some other cool things we should really show?
So my cool thing that I love about this is just the customability point when you get with this. So this is the blue leather with the quilted stitching. Now this is cream with cream piping.
Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah,
you can see it. So when we were building this, Morgan challenged every dealer and said, we want you to build an iconic piece.
Okay.
Something that when you go to the Northville Concourse that we have going on, we go to auto shows, we go to all this, your customers see it and they immediately go, wow. We went for really kind of a Bentley feel. I wanted people to see it with the top down and say, oh wow, that reminds me of the, Rolls-Royce drop heads.
Yeah.
When they see that going down.
Yep.
And that's why this quilted, it just feels so premium now.
Yes, that's so cool. Oh, even the...
And this is all hand stitched.
Oh, is it?
All hand stitched.
Most stuff on this thing is probably hand done.
It's all done by hand.
Body is formed by hand still, stuff like that.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
It's painted, so they take them off, paint it all, reassemble it. It's really cool, and as much like Porsche, as the car is moving through the assembly line, we then get updated as it moves through.
Oh, cool.
Chassis, engine, the whole 9 yards. But if you get the photographic build record, which I'll show you for this one in particular, gives you the history of the +4, then your build as it moved along, and then like I said, the coolest part is you get those signatures in the back.
Yeah.
And sometimes it says what department they worked in, or they'll write you messages. This was a great car to paint, or I really liked your interior. The stitching was a little complicated on this one. Little cool little messages.
That's really cool.
But that's the thing that I love about Morgan, and we've represented so many different brands, is you just don't get this with other manufacturers now. Like you said, you have to go to Pagani.
Yeah, you're going
to
really high end.
Feel that love for it.
But what do you usually see like clients, like what are they looking for? And who are the kinds of people that buy experiences and like special pieces like this?
Correct. A lot of mine are actually old Morgan owners and also collectors.
Okay.
So a lot of my clients are getting this. This is, maybe in their whole life of owning and buying cars, this is car number 25.
Yeah.
I've had some of them where this is their summer driver on the weekends.
Okay.
So they got 3 cars in the stable. They got their daily, they got their sports car, hopefully a Lotus Emira, of course, and then they get this. This is what they take to, go out to dinner, nice day, cruise around the bays, stuff like that. They're sold to, very, I would say, more influential people, definitely enthusiasts, 100%.
Oh, for sure, yep.
You have to be enthusiasts to really appreciate what this car is
Yeah.
and what it stands for itself, with just the history that's behind Morgan in general.
Yeah, I agree. That it takes something special to want to have a car like this because, yeah, if you look at it, $100-something thousand, that is a lot of money. They start at 85, just under 85,000. But do you have the options sheet?
Yeah,
we
right
gotta
here.
see. Like when you just start checking boxes, it's hilarious. Like
So it's pretty
AC
cool.
is not standard.
No, AC is not standard on this car. So if you look here, so this is for this car in particular, 2024 chassis 9. This was pre-tariff, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
So let's kind of set the scene here. So, and do Ferrari fashion, just like ourselves, we only have total options is down below. But if you see here, that does not equal $18,000.
They don't have space.
Correct, we ran out of space. So they're having a dealer addendum as well
Yeah.
that kind of shows everything. But you can see leather colored dark blue.
Yeah.
That's how much that was.
3,000.
Extended leather pack as well. You know, the dark blue wire wheels, there it is, almost $3,000. That's how much it was
to
get
paint them
these
dark
wheels.
blue, yeah.
But I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, it matches. That makes the spec work.
I'm glad
yeah.
I did it. Sport ivory paint was basically 2,200.
Yep.
You know, the whole 9 yards. Morgan and Brest, the embroidery. Yep.
Yeah, 282.75 because 283 was too expensive and 282 was too cheap. So
Correct. But you can see here, now the cool thing about this is the MSRP right
Yeah,
here.
103.
Now this does not include landed,
Yeah.
in-lane freight, the whole 9 yards. So this car really is roughly 108.5, 109.
Okay.
Roughly.
yeah,
This one here is a 97 sticker, and this is the 2025.
okay.
Now, the cool thing about the 2025s compared to 2024s,
Oh yeah, what did they change?
so they changed a little bit of stuff. This one here actually has the more standard leather on the
Okay.
inside here. So this is kind of like a clothy material.
Oh yeah.
It's like a two-tone seat.
Yep.
Now this also has the wood on the inside,
that's
which is
nice.
pretty cool, illuminated lights. Now the big difference is this center dash here.
Okay.
So if you can see on that, on how the tachometers and
Oh,
everything
whoa.
like that looks like, and all the
Yeah.
buttons. So this has AC. It's got the AC button right
Okay.
there. Start button's in the middle. The audio button is over there. You
Yeah.
have your fan speed, the whole 9 yards. Now, if you go over to the 2024, a little bit different.
Okay.
This car does not have AC. I didn't
Yep.
option it with AC, but you still have the fans. You have the heater box here,
Okay.
but the audio button's
Oh
gone.
yeah.
The tacks are a little bit different as
Yeah.
well. They kind of modernized the 2025 just a little bit.
Yep.
The actual for the Bluetooth radio, which this does have Bluetooth.
The Sennheiser.
This does not have a Sennheiser.
Not Sennheiser,
inside it.
okay.
I have one
That was-
coming in that's got
So that's
AC, Sennheiser.
That's an optional thing too.
That is. I have one coming in, British Racing Green, 10
Yeah.
interior, $110,000 window sticker. It has $28,000 in options.
Wow. Okay.
We clicked every box.
Yes.
We clicked every box on that car. And it's going to a very good client of ours as well, so I'm very happy. But yeah, the volume button is actually underneath here.
What?
There's a little knob that's all the way over underneath there, right where my finger is.
Why?
And then they moved due to exactly like what you said. Why?
Yeah.
They talk to their dealers, they talk to their customers. What should we improve on?
Yeah.
You know, I'm hitting it. You know, I
Yeah,
want
yeah, or-
this.
yep.
And it's also logistically, it makes it just a lot more cleaner.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So, and that's the great thing with Morgan. They're always listening to their customer base. They're always listening to their dealers. We give them input. I have calls with them once a week. You know,
Yeah.
not many OEMs will do that, and they want our feedback constantly, which is very nice.
All right. Can we? Do you want to put the top up or top down?
Oh man, that's a great.
I want to do it. We should do it. It's fun. We got to show that, right?
Okay.
What's easier?
Let's put the top. Let's put the top up, just because I don't want to do it on my customer's car.
All right.
So pretty cool, actually. So you unclip here.
I'm gonna be of no use. I'm just gonna run around you with
I'm
the
just
camera.
gonna run around here. So you unclip all these here, and this is the little bonnet cover for the back. Now, on the passenger side of the door, right here, if you shift this forward and you plop this, there's this
back.
this little handle.
Oh, I heard something.
This pops up, just like so.
Oh, whoa.
And then this cover, you unclip everything.
Velcro.
Oh, Eddie said he wasn't going to help. Look at him
And
go.
clips. I'm being useful. I'm
You're
making
being
myself
useful. And then you can go, and you can kind of slide it out, just like so.
Oh, okay. So that's a cover for the top when I got it.
Correct.
All right.
And I can always just kind of set that
Okay.
down just like this. Now, drop this.
Clicks in. Oh,
Yeah, kind of need
there
a
we go.
second.
Is this a required two-person job? Can you do it by yourself?
You can do it by yourself. It's
Yeah.
it just takes a little bit longer sometimes. if you
You've
do it
got
by
1.5
yourself.
people right now. I'm only half a person. so I
Only
don't
half
know.
a person.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to do that last.
Oh, okay. See, I'll try to help.
That's
that
the
caused a
first
problem.
thing that pops, and that's the last thing that goes on.
Ah, I see.
If you
Okay.
pop this not first, and
Yeah.
you put the top down,
Yeah.
this will shoot, and, well, this has to come from England. It's going to take a little bit to get here.
Should just play this video at like 3 times speed.
Yeah. Once it goes. Locked in.
Okay, and then you push this back down. There we go, and then we snap these in.
Yeah.
So,
Now you're running basically half cover.
yeah, exactly. Say the top is up, but like, you don't have windows. You still
Correct.
don't have windows, right? So
And
like,
that's the cool thing, though.
you have
With this configuration, you can go fully closed. You
Yeah.
can go 3/4. You
Yeah.
can go windows.
Oh, there we go, and then this.
Yeah, and then eventually what we would end up doing is putting this back in,
Yep.
strapping it all down,
Yep.
pushing it down,
Yeah, and then we.
and
can
then
drive
you're back
top
to
down.
normal.
And then we're back to how we had it, and I'm gonna go for a drive. All right, time to go for a drive. We have this little fob here. We can unlock, lock, unlock, and into the Morgan we go. Take a look at this door. That's very solid and satisfying. That is G-Wagon-esque in the solidity of the feeling. All right, open up that door. Rather small opening to get in. Take a look at this. This is a little like pump for your bolsters. It's like you're getting your blood pressure checked at the hospital. You could see it actually inflating. Does this deflate it? That's cool. That's character, right? Because it's not just an electronic button. I am 6'3", not a small person. Sliding myself in. Go ahead and close the door. There we go. Put the key in. We've got the key in. We'll press the start button. All right. This is definitely unique. All right, let's raise that just a little bit so I can see the 3 little windshield wipers. Look at the mirrors on a little stalk right there. How do I adjust the mirrors? Oh, just like that. Okay. I can't reach that one. I gotta say, the details and like the quality craftsmanship is very, very nice. Like the fit and finish and all of that. This is really cool how it paint matches the exterior. Look at that, an actual physical parking brake with this nice knurled metal here. That's really nice. The blue stitching here, got the little bolts. But that, I mean, anything that is running like a BMW powertrain in a different vehicle, whether it's a Supra, the Ineos Grenadier, or this, they seem to just have to run the BMW shifter. So that does detract a little bit from the whole vibe that you're getting, right? But that's a trade-off in order to have a very modern BMW powertrain. With that, let's go into drive, and away we go. Whoa, initial impressions are that hood feels like it's 17 feet in front of me. This is so cool. This is so cool. I've gone like 10 feet. This thing has character. I can feel it already. The tiny little rear view mirror. Oh my goodness, I am sitting on the rear axle. Let's go into sport. So that downshifted right there. The little tiny little display there went yellow. Woohoo! And now I'm gonna go into Sport Plus. Oh my goodness, this is quite... I have no windows on the side, so yes, you can feel the wind flowing everywhere. I hope the wind noise isn't terrible through the mics. The paddle shifters are very interesting because they're like paddle buttons. This is a whole little shifter, like it looks like you should be able to pull the whole thing, but it's fixed. And you just simply pull the side of it like that. Woo! It makes fun little turbo blow-off valve noises. How are the brakes? Strong enough. We have disc brakes, we have ABS, we have traction control, we have stability control, we have the different drive modes. So those are some of the creature comforts I'm talking about. It may look like it's a historic British roadster, but it's got some modern things. Got some burble on overrun. The ZF8 speed, as is typical with all ZF8 speeds, shifts very quickly. Downshift, downshift. So this thing is on 205 section tires. They're 205 60R15s, which means you have sidewall. They're very skinny, and they're only 15-inch wheels, which I can't think of another car in production that has tires like this, right? They're from a special manufacturer that's only building, they're the only ones who makes tires for this thing, because modern day cars have no sidewall, they're enormously wide, and 15 inches the size of the brake discs on most cars now. We'll go for a quick little spin through downtown Birmingham, because living around here, that's kind of the thing you would do. Go out for a nice brunch on a nice weekend day. But we'll see if we can find some curvy roads. Oh, there's a McLaren going down Woodward. This interior is so cool. So much character. Like the road is just right there. I'm on the ground pretty much. The door, like I can just lean over the side there with my arm. Everybody looks. Definitely gets a lot of attention. The Ford Maverick looks substantially large actually next to me. This is fun. Now I've driven and been in a couple of these like open cockpit, really bespoke cars. The most recent one actually was a BAC Mono, which is total other end of the spectrum. That thing is like a formula car. 7-up pickup or semi truck. That's a little bit terrifying actually. I can smell the diesel fumes. Whew. But the BAC Mono is like a formula car. It has like a pneumatically actuated transmission. Like that thing is pure race car, and that's just not even remotely the same experience, even though they're both open top little cars. Let's go this way. Whee! Oh, there's a GTR over there. This is all about experience. This is 100% all about experience and what it feels like to be in the car. I wish my wife Angel was with me because I think she would have a fun time riding passenger or taking this thing for a spin too. Ferrari F8, but you know, I feel like this might turn more heads than that Ferrari. The introduction of the BMW 4-cylinder really modernizes. I have never driven a Morgan before, and they actually have a history with BMW. Remember they put a V8 in the Aero Max, Aero Super Sports, the crazy one, the crazy Batmobile spaceship looking one, right? But before, the Plus 4 had I believe it's a Ford naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, and I did not think that was very well reviewed. People did not love that. They actually make this with the inline 6, I believe it's B58. The inline 6 turbo, which would be epic, that's like 350 something horsepower. This one's 255, and a car that's 2,200 pounds. That power to weight's crazy. Here we only get the turbo 4, but that's already plenty for this kind of fun. I don't think this is a car that you want to like go 10/10ths hitting Tail of the Dragon or the racetrack. This is the experience car. Yeah, you want to have some fun hustling through, and once I get away from the downtown traffic, we'll get on it a little bit more, generate a lot of wind noise. What's going on here? A bunch of limos. Ooh, Huracan. We'll go this way. Man, that hood is so long. The seating position, I feel like I'm on the rear axle. So like the whole car is, I feel like I'm almost pivoting when I turn. Like you dress in like an AMG GT, an SLS, a Dodge Viper. Those are like tremendously long hood, rear-wheel drive sports cars, and you sit further back. This is even more exaggerated. It's even more of an extreme like split. Holy crap, look at those houses. What in the world? What is that thing? What? Oh my gosh. You know what would look right at home in front of that house? A Morgan Plus 4. I gotta say the steering is actually pretty nice, responsive, but it's just the pivoting feel, because we're sitting so far back. It's not that the steering has lag, it's almost as if the front end, because of like the length, like I'm a pendulum. So that's a really cool feeling. This thing has a limited slip differential, and like we said earlier, not the handling pack. There is that handling pack with adjustable dampers and anti-roll bar for even better driving dynamics, but I'm not sure that's absolutely necessary unless you live somewhere with like amazing curvy canyon roads. This car feels like it's a cruiser. So we have the analog speedometer over here and the tachometer right here, and then the little digital one here. I've been watching that for my speed, and it's got a little digital tachometer readout too. Watch as I downshift. Oh, those noises! I don't like the paddle shifters. I don't like that it's a little toggle button kind of thing right here when you already have the structure for the paddle shifters. I do like how the wheel is just simple. It's literally just a steering wheel with a horn, right? It's nicely fitted to this little car here. I feel like a wooden steering wheel would really fit the personality of this thing quite nicely. And given the level of bespokeness, is that a word, that you can do on these things, I am sure maybe you could probably do something like that. But like, you can customize your interior material trim, your exterior paint. Essentially, it's a paint to sample program, so you can have it match whatever you want. A car in your collection already, another manufacturer's paint, whatever you want is available. It's like it's coach building. It's really modernized coach building, and I think that's part of the whole experience. That's buying this car. It's not just the owning it and driving it. It's the commissioning of the vehicle, designing it, the whole process, the relationships you build, and that's what clientele at this level shopping for cars like this are looking for. It's unique. It is absolutely unique. Now, from a pure driving dynamics objectional standpoint right here, I think it has enough of the modernization of the frame. I don't feel any sort of weird wiggling or squeaks and rattles like the whole car is flexing, because if you think about it, we don't have a structural roof, so you really are relying upon the frame and structural rigidity underneath to ensure you don't feel like you're just wobbly, right? The dynamics are definitely plenty nice. You're not buying this car for it to be some sort of track monster. You're not gonna cross shop against other sharper dynamic cars for this money. It's about the experience and driving this thing. I kind of want to have this for like a week and like take my wife out for date night, for dinner, and play around with the top, putting it up and down, and have that whole experience. Imagine the conversations you would have owning this car. I imagine a gas station stop is never going to be a boring thing, because people are going to ask you, oh my gosh, what is that thing? Like, what is it like to own? What is under the hood? Like, all of these little things. Is it made of wood? No, they just put the wood on there as like a little fun throwback now. It's really cool feeling some of the modern creature comforts. The only thing I would say is change this to something that more fits the vibe. Like, if this was like machine metal, that would be awesome. The brakes, actually, yeah, the brakes don't have a ton of feel. As the pedal travels, it just kind of keeps going, oh, there goes that GTR again, until all of a sudden you're getting the braking force. So that's not... So the brake feel is not the best. Everything else about this thing is fun. I like the 3 little windshield wipers. Part of the whole experience is how much of the outside world comes inside with you. I mean, this is as close to a speedster as you can get, right? Normal convertibles are still rather enclosed. A conventional modern convertible, whether it's a Porsche, a BMW, a Corvette Stingray, they're designed to still eliminate a lot of the turbulence and wind noise inside. This one does not feel like it makes those concessions. They didn't sculpt this for maximum wind deflection. So it's really just this open air touring experience you get. I don't even know how to classify this car. It's not a sports car, it's not really a GT car, because it's not like it has enough space for me to pack my wife and I's suitcases or duffel bags for a long weekend per se. This is a car, a character car. It's a experience car, not a sports car, not a track car, not a GT. It's something different. And if you're shopping for this, there really aren't a ton of other options out there. Really think about what is a competitor to the Morgan. Well, it's like the British little boutique, little project car kind of coach building feel. So Caterham, Lotus doesn't really do something like this. Morgan is really, really unique. Is this car worth $100,000? It starts at 85 grand, but as you saw, you very quickly start checking options boxes and you can put $20,000 of options on this thing without a problem. So is it worth $100,000? Is this a $100,000 driving experience? You have to understand that buying a car like this is not an objective decision. This is an emotional purchase. This is about the experience. I keep saying the experience because that's what clientele looking for this and what Morgan is offering. It's not cross-shop this against a BMW M4 or something like that. If you're thinking about that, you're missing the point. If you're comparing it to an ND Miata, right? Because that's another little two-seater sports car, right? Lower powered, it's about nimble driving fun, and it's fantastic. But that's, again, not what Morgan is offering. So let's put ourselves in the shoes of somebody who has 15 other cars. I already have my supercars. I've got Ferrari, I've got Porsche GT3 for the track, I've got a Rolls Royce to daily drive, my wife's got a Bentley, whatever, right? Like let's play pretend that we are ultra wealthy and we're in the position to look for a car like this. Are you gonna get a $100,000 experience? I think if you're already gone through ordering your custom Porsche, doing European delivery, things like that, and you want the next level, this is where you go. Because the next step up to get this level is you're going to Pagani. Like, I've been to the Pagani factory and seen where they build the cars and how it's done. Like, that's true artwork. And what's the cheapest Pagani? $3 million, right? Koenigsegg, I mean, if you're ordering a special Bugatti, the top of Rolls Royce, they offer this level, but Morgan is kind of built around this aspect of the experience, and they are preserving their history, the heritage, what it represents, and modernizing it enough to where we can have it. I think it's really cool that these are now available as purchased from the from a dealership, right? With the powertrain all set up. You don't need to do any sort of weird kind of homemade kind of stuff. Now, you also get the guaranteed rarity. You're not going to have more than 325 of these in America because that's the law. So it's going to be rare and unique and special. Will it hold value? That's going to be really, really hard to say. Some Morgans have held and or gone up. Some have depreciated. It's just kind of, it's so niche when you get to this level of rarity and kind of special car experience. But if I already had 15 cars, like Nathan said, and I had my lake house somewhere, would I get one of these? I think so. I think that would be fun. Well, that was quite a lot of fun. What an experience. And I was just thinking a bit more, like, what do you cross-shop a Morgan Plus 4 against? And there really isn't any direct competitor. There are other little open top, kind of more race car feeling options. We're talking Aero Atom, BAC Mono, but those are more hardcore. This thing is all about the experience, and I can't think of a proper direct competitor. Nathan was actually saying from Auto Europe that a lot of clients who love their Rolls-Royce Dawns actually really enjoy something like this. So that's a kind of funny comparison because the long hood, the open top experience. And I think the highlight is the uniqueness of buying a Morgan and having it built, right? Learning about what goes into how these things are designed. It is modern day coach work with some modernized touches, right? From the chassis to the powertrain. And the driving experience is just really, really unique and enjoyable. I actually prefer this thing with the 8-speed automatic, because to me, like, especially this car here living in Michigan, is like the fun weekend drive, taking it out for brunch with my wife or something, or a nice like sunset scenic drive. It has enough credentials to be fun. It's not meant to be some sort of crazy over the top thing like the BAC model or Aero Atom, but that was such a cool experience. Special thanks again to Morgan of Detroit Auto Europe for making this video possible. They also are the Lotus dealer here and they service cars. We take my wife's Porsche Macan here for oil changes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.